Good morning, evening, afternoon. I am Tatocat. Welcome to my channel. Today we are playing Echoes, a Lucid9 fan game. Previously, we found out that Rui is working as psych ward. I don't know if she's just like an intern or not, or if she's just doing her psych part of her medical thing, which is impressive because she's only 19. And after finding out that Hisao does remember her, and Hisao is the victim from Yama's victim from the first game, and he didn't attack us, but there's like some sort of shady organization that's after her, and then she fell, because why not? And that is where we left off. Let's continue. Duty. Or is it just monotony? What happens when a routine is so deeply ingrained in a person's mind that they refuse to change? Worse yet, what if it's on the basis of their own idea of what they need to do? Regardless of how much I like to contemplate the issue at length, I already know the answer. They'd wait until the last minute, and as the clock ran out, they'd find themselves despairing. At that last minute, their hand would be forced, causing them to drag themselves and the people they cared about into the line of fire. However, it's not like they had a choice. To begin with. Being doomed from the start tends to do that to you, after all. I settled the last few papers under the clip. Right now I should focus on finishing up my day, not complaining about problems I can't solve. But that always happens. Like, if something weird happened to you and you have to confront your past, and then you still have to continue through your day and you run out of rum, and then now you fall and the papers come out and you just sit there for a while and then you contemplate life. As the locking mechanism clamps down, I begin to shamble my way up to a walking pace through a series of small, uncomfortable movements. There we go. At least it's humbling to see that no matter what they've done to me on the operating table, I can still manage to feel a bit of pain now and then. Fatigue is a different story. When I was younger, I used to think that everyone should have been proud of the work they did. No matter how insignificant they seemed to everyone else, each of them had a purpose to serve in this shitty world. Each of them had a will to perform and a desire to keep digging their own graves for the sake of an invisible goal. At the end of the day, however, those of us who try the hardest end up feeling the least important. Pride is ultimately just another biological function, which means pride is bound to have its poison. Feels like an insult at this point, but then again, so does everything else. Adenosine, lactic acid, cortisol, whatever molecule you'll attribute it to, it still just boils down to a bunch of poison running through your veins. Yup. Speaking of poisons running through my veins, I might have A backup flask? Oh, Rui, no. I get the occasional rum. Like, it's not great, but you do you. You work at a psych ward. But to have a flask now, it's just... At this point, you just sound a bit like an alcoholic. And you're only 19, but I guess you've been through a lot. Still, it's a bit early. A backup flask in my coat somewhere. I was saving this for an especially bad day, but it's not like it's made any difference at this point. Fucking hell, I'm already feeling double my age. Well, maybe the drinking doesn't help. Oh, a message. What's this? It has a thing? What does that do? Oh, it does this. Does this do anything? This looks really cool, but does it do anything? Does it have a purpose? It tells me what day it is. It's Wednesday, April 24th, 2041. And it's using military time. No. I don't like military time. How do I... Okay, just right click. Alright. This is a lot. As employee of the Way4 Corporation, you have been issued 2 pieces of proprietary communications hardware by the Office of Cybersecurity Operations in order to streamline your acquisition and transfer of information to the standards of truthfulness, efficiency, and security set by our Board of Directors. In addition to your T121B Iris monodirectional AR visor provided by the U3BIY2IHBCBTZX J2AWNIAYYBAXZPC2VBG equal. What kind of name is that? That's too long. No. A modified Linscape Taxol Carbonite 86 smartphone has been provided to serve as your personal communication, upgraded with civilian level prime encryption protection and a copy of the WFPC custom Kimmel OS in order to preserve your privacy. So we work at Way4, but we're getting Limniscape technology stuff? Okay. Due to security concerns, we regret to inform you that the transmissive capability of your personal communication has been limited to exchanging data with Way4 corporate internet and thus is configured by default to only connect to other Way4 services linked to yours by the internet. I know it says intranet. If you wish to communicate with friends or family through any public telecommunications network and or non-proprietary hardware, you may submit a request to do so by means of SMS. Once the recipient's identity has been confirmed, the OSC will approve your request within 3 business days. So if you want to talk to somebody that doesn't have this technology, you have to wait 3 business days, and we'll relay your message to them and their replies back to your device once they have been screened for harmful content. In accordance with the Isamu Meridency's Communications Industry Protection Act, CIPA. Good. This device cannot be legally used outside of WayForward's corporate autonomous zone of District 2. Conversely, any use of non-proprietary devices within District 2 not approved by the OSC is prohibited by our terms of employment and anti-espionage measures enacted by the... I'm not reading that again. The UB. Please note that any infractions in this regard will be detected and punished severely. Thank you for your attention and compliance. Employee number 374882. We hope you will be able to make use of this device in a safe and effective manner. Best regards, the OSC. Oh, that was a cool little thing over here. I like it. I know it doesn't mean much, but it's a nice little detail to see. Getting with the military title. What's that? I keep clicking on it because... What? Achievements. Oh, it has a thing. It does have a thing. Inventory. It's a lot of words. During a fight, these items can be used and expended in order to gain upper hand increase. Okay. I will read all that later. Characters. Oh, we have profiles. What's down here? What is this? Is this health? Why is this part green and this part not green? Must mean something. The total combined rating of all attitudes towards you is neutral. 135.0 out of a possible 700. The people you know tend to think very little of you at all. Either you've yet to make a lasting impression, or you're succeeding in keeping a low profile. SSD rank. Untenured operative. Okay. WF. We're a part of all of these groups. Okay, how do I go to another character? Is there another character? Characters. Are there more? Okay, scroll down. Got it. Oh, okay, so... clever. It's not going to show me the characters I haven't met yet. Alright, let's go back up. What about, what's his face? The doctor. Mad scientist. Oh, okay, he's down here too. Okay. Alright. He's Sal. Sal's attitude towards you is neutral. He sounds unsure of what he stands with you, expect to be the butt of many jokes. He's Kosuke. Kosuke's attitude towards you, neutral. Kosuke believes that you still have a great deal of untapped potential. We haven't met anyone else. Okay. Reputation. There's a lot going on over. I didn't see this over here because it's like so light. What? It's like different districts gives me different reputation. Alright, so that's not really doing anything. Objectives. I guess I don't have any objectives right now, so that's fair. Codex.
The Isamu meritocracy is the sovereign government of the Japanese city-state of Isamu, founded in October 2038 under the terms of the Secession and Consolidation Act, presented to Japan's National Diet by Mayor Masaru Inori. Given the almost symbolic nature of Japan's national government in combination with Isamu's profound economic influence on the world stage after the Great Recession of 2028, the act was approved almost immediately, building upon the independent tax system established by the city in 2033 as a countermeasure against domestic economic collapse. With formal jurisdiction over all 9 districts of the city-state and more than 40 million registered citizens, the meritocracy presides over the 2-tiered legislature in District 1, the Isamu Supreme Court, and the Isamu State Military. The executive branch of the meritocracy consists of Mayor Masaru Inori of the United Citizens Party and his 12 cabinet members, each selected
I'm
from
so
the
happy
Merit
it's reading
Council
it for
to
me.
preside over a given ministry. Most important among them is arguably the Ministry of Social Order, responsible for overseeing the citizen class system and delegating conditional rights and freedoms to the people of Isamu based on their financial contributions to society through the Trifect Fund. Given its significant financial backing from Lemniscate, Way Forward, and Kazahaya Combine, the Isamu meritocracy is classified by state-approved political scientists as a social corporate meritocracy, a novel system of government that values cooperation between corporations, citizens, and the public sector. All Special Services Division personnel reading this record should take note that despite the occupational leeway granted to them by the Isamu meritocracy, any expression of views and opinions contradicting or opposing this city's government will be met with extreme scrutiny and prejudice.
Oh, fantastic. No freedom. So like these all seem important, but they all seem very, very long. So I will definitely listen to all these, and it's great that they're read to me. Okay, Codex. Achievements. I have no... So there are achievements! That's so cool! I wasn't expecting there to be achievements because it's still, getting worked on. Now, is there an achievement for, working in super hard mode? No, doesn't look like it. These are very fair achievements. Current progress. Research 0. Resources 0. Funding 0. Confirmed ally 40 cases in Isamu. Oh, confirmed in LLV 40 cases in Isamu. 0 confirmed in LV 40 fatalities in Isamu. 0 unaffected population in Isamu. Okay. Confirmed 40 cases worldwide. Confirmed blah 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 40 cases worldwide. Unaffected population. Okay. Okay, that's cool. Contacts. I assume we don't have any contacts yet. That makes sense. Okay, this is a cool little menu. I am very happy about this. I thought it was just a cool little function. I wish they were kind of here instead of off to the side, but it's... Oh, there's status. So far we have 0 of everything. Okay. Alright, cool. What's a detailed view? Cool. Note, this table is scrollable. Use the mouse. Oh! That's a lot of info. That's cool. I'm liking this. Pistol. Do we actually have a pistol? Alright. I like that it actually does something. I'm thoroughly pleased. Oh, didn't actually read that. Okay. Before I can embark on my semi-nightly quest to get blitzed, my phone chimes in my pocket, though at this point it's more of a glorified pager than anything else. While using or carrying limniscape tech isn't strictly illegal here in District 2, it's a great way to get fired if you work for Way Forward. Yeah, I was a bit like, why are you using limniscape technology? If your job requires you to handle sensitive information on a daily basis, however, it's a really great way to get fired. And that's if you're lucky. The metric ton of paperwork they make you sign on a day one might seem like it's in place to protect you. But the moment you violate a single clause, the moment of contracts, NDAs, and liability waivers this corporation dishes out, turns around to rip you apart with the ferocity of a rabid animal. But as long as you like having every aspect of your personal and professional life controlled, the rules are easy to follow. Rules like reciting chants with the rest of your corporate family every Tuesday morning, carrying a tracking chip in your wrist, and having to use one of these bulky fuckers for communication whenever you're inside Way Forward's autonomous zone in District 2. This corporation apparently couldn't be asked I'm going to assume that's supposed to be asked to invent its own phone, so they decided to appropriate an old limniscape smartphone, smart brick blueprint, and restrict its transmission capabilities to only interfacing with the company network. For a mere mortal, that means no phone calls, no emails, and usually no text messages outside of this corporation. And whenever someone wants to surf the already censored web, they have to do it through our intra-corporate network or intranet. if you don't have much time. Unlike another corporation I refuse to mention by name, Ford decided to only allow its employees to view professional content on these phones that we pay for, despite not owning in the slightest. However, to the board's credit, the dedicated entertainment devices they signed off on have been selling like hotcakes in the district commissary. Wonder why that is. At any rate, I should probably respond to whatever made this thing chirp at me. Does this actually do something? Because, like, you saw this in the other game and none of the things meant anything. Entertainment. No. It doesn't. Urgent matters. Something tells me this isn't going to be an impromptu weekly bulletin. I double tap the ominously labeled message, expecting some form of body paragraph or scant idea regarding its context. However, only 3 words await me upon opening it. Call back immediately. As much as this feels like a scene straight of a low-budget horror movie, I should probably listen to the discount Ouija board here and dollar up. And that ID belongs to whom I think it does. I definitely shouldn't keep them waiting. Just in case, however, I wrap my free hand around the billion volts stun baton by my waist. With all regards, it's unlikely to be anything insidious, but as safe as modern Isamu is, there's a reason that these things get around the weapon control ban. Well, it's mostly because batons like these belong to the corporations that got them banned in the first place. Corporations which coincidentally gained exclusive purchase, ownership, and distribution rights to any extent, I'm going to say any existing weapon in the city stronger than the slingshot. Oh, who are we calling? With my other hand, I raised the phone to my ear, doing my best to maintain my guard. As unlikely as a freak accident is, caution should always take precedence over probability, especially in this line of work. Whoever this is, I might as well get the first word.
Hayata here.
Hayata, this is Saito.
Hi, Kosuke.
I need you to come to my location.
Uh-oh, I hear danger music.
Now.
What if I don't want to?
Well, not even a hello?
While I would normally entertain you with the appropriate pleasantries, I trust that you understand the meaning of the word urgent.
And yet, here you are, explaining it to me instead of calling security.
I wonder what's going on.
I'm probably going to regret this, but what's the damage?
The nature of this so-called damage is why I contacted you via the intranet in order to request your presence. Semantics aside, I will admit that the situation is not an emergency in the conventional sense, but it is one that is inappropriate for discussion in an unsecured setting.
Okay.
As for the matter of personnel, few would argue against the notion that you have been appropriately
Secured?
familiarized is a better term.
So is Rory like some sort of secret spy person, ninja,
Trust me,
robot?
you'll understand when you
Cyborg?
get here. Can't tell you any more at the moment, however. Location has been sent. I trust that you will heed my instructions with the utmost efficiency, Hayata.
What if I want to be as inefficient as possible just because I can and because you want me to be efficient?
Wait, slow down. Where's...
Accomplish the impossible. Prevent the inevitable.
Okay. I guess we'll accomplish the impossible in the next episode.